So you've got a bunch of boards that you need to glue up, but you're asking yourself, okay, do I need to just carefully do those clamps up until I see an even squeeze out of glue on each of the joints? Or should I be really cranking those clamps down to really make sure those joints are tight? And if you do that, what happens if you deform the panel? What happens if it bows? If these are questions you've got, then stick around, because I'm going to try and answer them. Hey, welcome back. This is going to be a really quick video just about clamping, and if you've watched my video on how to clamp up panels, you'll know I prefer pipe clamps or bar clamps or whatever. Don't get me wrong, the parallel clamps are great, but they're ridiculously expensive, and I just don't see the point in a lot of situations. Certainly in a case like this. Okay, I'm just going to interrupt here for a minute, because I think it's important to note that the glue that I'm using for this glue up and for most of my glue ups is a PVA glue, and to be specific, it's a Titebond 3, which gives me a little bit more open time, which is really nice. I can get the glue on, spread it out with a paintbrush, and bring the joints together, or the surfaces together. I only do it on one face, and as long as the glue is wet when I bring the surfaces together and clamp it up, then there's really no issues. I've been doing it this way for over 40 years, and I feel totally comfortable with this way of gluing material up with a PVA glue. For other types of glues, whether it be an epoxy or a polyurethane type glue, there are different techniques for those adhesives, so best to check with the manufacturers on what is required for those. Okay, back to the video. But what I have been seeing on the internet, or on YouTube specifically, I guess, is people talking about clamping up panels and how much or how little pressure to apply, and it's more often than not people talking about how little pressure, and that they don't apply much pressure. And that's great, I guess, if your boards are absolutely dead, flat, perfect, and there's no movement, that sort of works. I don't use, or haven't on this, and I don't typically use biscuits or dominoes or anything like that. So, when I'm clamping this up, as I apply pressure with the clamps, I do get boards sort of wanting to slide and move around. So as I go, I just sort of tweak the board so that I end up with a flat joint. There's sometimes just a fraction of a difference, but nothing that can't be sanded out. As far as clamping pressure goes, I remember one gentleman telling me once, a few years back, you don't want to apply too much pressure and squeeze all the glue out. Well, I don't know about that. I think you'd be hard pressed to squeeze all the glue out of a joint. You might go close, but so much of it soaks into the fibers of the wood itself. I think that'd be a stretch. What I wanted to look at here, though, is, and I've got a straight edge because I want to show you, as you can see, I've got clamps top and bottom staggered all the way down the board. It's 8 feet long, and it's 22 and a half inches wide. It's machined down to 6/4 or 38 millimeters. And I've got, with this, probably a 1/16 or 1.5 mil there. That's actually pretty flat. It's pretty flat there. But the point is this: I want you to notice this. Like I say, it's cupped, and that's to be expected because I've got a lot of pressure on this clamp. It's touching here and here, and it dips in the middle. But I'm going to let this dry now. I'm going to go and have some lunch, and when we get back, I want to show you something when I take this out of the clamps. Okay, so we're back. A little bit longer than just lunch. I wanted to keep it in the clamps a little bit longer than that, and yeah, had other stuff to do. So, but anyway, I just wanted to, yeah, it's more like 2mm now, but whatever. Let's just take these clamps off, and I want to show you something because I'm going to, now I may be wrong here. Nope, I'm not, it's dead flat. So here's the thing. The way the clamps will bend as you do them up will impart, if you like, that same bend in the wood. But just like the clamps don't bend in one spot, they bend evenly, it imparts that same even bend through all three pieces of wood, and it's the whole lot of the glue up that actually does bow. And well, let's just I won't put that there. I'm going to take all these clamps off. And I guess the point that I'm trying to make is, you know, with your big glue ups, especially the longer the material, the less likely that it is that the joint is going to be absolutely perfect for the whole thing. Occasionally you're going to get a board that's bowed or whatever after the machining process. So in that case, don't get too hung up on, you know, tweaking your clamps to get things exactly dead flat, and neglect the fact that you need to pull the joint together. Okay, so sort of important that the glue joint is really fine. You don't want big thick glue joints just because the glue fills the space. If the pieces of timber aren't really pulled up together tightly, it's going to look like crap, especially once you get a finish on it. So it is important to bring those joints up super tight. So okay, and that all looks spot on. Like I say, you gotta be realistic about how perfect you need to get the flatness of your top in the glue up process. I mean, if your jointing is not dead square, that's going to mess your glue up more so than your clamping. So anyway, just wanted to point that out. Have a great day. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you in the next video.